Ash, welcome to the podcast.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here.
I actually can't believe it.
I know, it's like full circle moment.
It's fully full circle, and we're here. We're having a Coke Zero at 3 p.m. We're being good.
This is a rare occasion for me. We were going to have champagne, and then I messaged today and I was like, I need to start this 30-day thing, like booze free. Yes. And I said, if I don't start now, then it'll be another excuse and I'll never do it.
Oh, I know. It's only 30
Trust
days.
me, it's hurting me more than it's hurting you.
It's only 30 days.
I know. We can do it.
I feel like every single person's going to know who you are and your brand and Jace.
No,
but
I highly doubt that.
Bit of context. Oh, my God, no, bitch. Have you seen your warehouse sale on the weekend?
Oh, my God. That was shocking.
So, overview.
In a good way, sorry.
Yeah, amazing. Overview, Sabbi, the store was launched in 2023 by yourself and Jace, your husband and co-founder.
Yeah.
I would say, without a doubt, in the last decade, Australia's fastest growing fashion brand that has been around. Hands down. I don't think anyone can argue that.
Feels like it. I don't know what other brands feel like, but it feels like it.
Oh, my God. I was actually reading a few articles and just it was incredible to watch like the speed and the mass growth you had. But it was because you were doing something different. You chose graphics. It's loud. It's different. It's meaningful. It's from the heart. I think people just so connected and came together. It was started from your kitchen bench.
Yes.
And before that, you had a dog brand.
Yep, Sizzle.
So different to what you're doing. Yeah.
I thought they were going to go like side by side.
And Sizzle's gone.
Oh, I know.
It's gone, babe.
It's gone. Started. I know. And
Incredible.
I look back at working with dogs and I'm like, I need to incorporate that into Sabbi somehow.
You will. So incredible feed. We start every episode the same by saying, what are you moving through in real time in your business at the moment?
Where do we start?
I was going to say,
have you got long enough?
Yeah. We need a few more Coke Zeros.
Space, fitting in.
Yeah.
We just keep moving and then we outgrow it. And so that's another thing at the moment.
Yeah.
Trying to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
and where do you where do you go?
Exactly. And we don't want to go too far from like where the kids' school is, where our houses are. I don't want to spend, an hour and a half in traffic on the way there and back. So there's that. Staffing, I guess. Staffing is a huge thing. Mm-hmm. Just trying to get people that want to work, that want to work regularly. Yeah. People not having issues with each other and like just all the things and just having people turn up and, when you've got a roster and just all of the things.
All of the things.
And then I just feel like a constant battle for me is juggling the pressure or the guilt, I guess, and the balance of being a mum and working and owning a business, which I feel is probably one of my biggest struggles, but probably not the business's biggest struggle.
Of course, but I think you are the business and that is a massive struggle, and you've spoken about that so much. I think having kids and a business that demands so much for you is something that I don't think anyone can comprehend until they're a parent in that situation.
And you don't realise how, owning your own business, you don't just go, oh, well, it's 5 o'clock, I'll just stop and I'll go home and I'll be able to make the kids dinner and just completely clock off because, you get that email or you get a text and then it's like, and then I'm trying to do school photos and they've been sitting on my fucking bench for like 3 weeks and I just keep thinking I'll get to that and then I just never get to it. And it's like, it just feels like something always comes up. So
you're always dropping a ball.
Yes, somewhere, always. And then you're beating yourself up for it. So that's a constant battle of mine that I struggle with.
And I look up to you so much in that regard because even the size Kaarme is, I actually say constantly, I don't know how anyone has young children and has it because I can't even manage a small cavoodle and like my mental health and getting more than 7 hours sleep. And I think you have 2 young children and I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, Jace is such a good helper and not that he's a helper, but he's such a big help. He is like
absolutely
Mr. Dad and also it's not a good thing, but me and the twins' dad, that's not Jace. I don't know if everyone knows that Jace is not the father of those kids.
They might not know.
They probably don't know. Well, he's not. So me and my ex are very amicable and we're good friends. Yeah. So it's 3.5 days on each per week. So
that is so good, actually.
Yeah.
I never got that when I was separated with
also he's just literally moved 5 houses down from us. So
that is the biggest dream.
It is. That was my dream. So we literally, he only moved last week. So it's not even been a full week. And I walked up there for a coffee the other morning, did Pearl's hair and if they want to see the cat.
That makes my heart so warm.
It's honestly been a dream. So that helps. But also, it's not 7 days. So
Of course.
That's a good thing.
You can kind of lock in on those days,
Yeah,
even though
and I
you
do
don't
longer
get to
work
switch off.
days, and I try jam pack those days rather than the other days.
Yeah. I want to touch on something, and for anyone who doesn't know, I did a bit of content for Sabbi, God, like nearly 3 years ago now. I worked for Jason Ash, and something I'll never forget is I remember you speaking to me about Kaarme, and I'd worked for other people before.
Oh, can I just say, remember you had those, it was the letters.
Yeah.
And I'd never seen anything like it before, and I said, where are they from? And you told me.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, you need to do them. And you just were about to drop those.
Yeah. And I remember so clearly one thing is that other people I'd spoken to before that were like, oh, yeah, cute, or do this, or, and Ash literally was like, you need to do that. You need to do your business. You need to do your thing. And I remember being like, that really stuck with me because you were just so like, keep going, work hard. And I reckon that's a sentiment to how you've got to where you are. And you and Jace have got such different but similar personalities. And I think for anyone who doesn't know Jace, I would say like you actually couldn't push him over in a cyclone. He's actually such a centered, calm person, but he's hilarious. Definitely. And he's boisterous. And I think it's very rare to find people like that, I think. And I can imagine he's very like, you're calm in the storm, but you're both kind of a storm.
He is like a rock. Only time he is unsettled is when the car is low on fuel and he's late for the airport. That's the only time, honestly, he's ever rocked.
Yes.
That I've seen. Like, even in our crises, Jace is just like...
unbothered.
Oh, so he doesn't care what people think of him. And he is the reason why you would have heard that from me is because that's what Jace has always said, just go for it. That's what he tells the kids, like, what's the point? What's the worst thing that could happen if you went for it, that you fail? But what if you didn't fail?
Gives me goosebumps. But I'll just never forget it. I remember thinking like, yeah, right, okay, cool. And then you've just never stopped supporting me since. So obviously that's like a testament to who you are.
Oh.
But I think thinking back to that, like, what was that, 3 years ago maybe?
Oh, that's gone quick.
Or 2.5-ish to now. I look at what you've built and I don't see any difference in who you are or who Jace is. No matter when I see you or talk, there's no difference in who you are as a human. And I think that's also really rare to get so big so fast and still be the exact same person. And I know so many people who know you intimately as well. They just say that everyone has the exact same opinion of you both.
Good.
And I think that is just also such a testament to why you've grown this brand. So I want to go back to that because that's when you had the warehouse that you were in at the time. I can't even comprehend that you fit in there.
Now, I know.
Now I think about it, I think, what the fuck? And then you've had to get another warehouse. So what is the plan there? Or you guys don't know?
Well, we're just waiting to hear if we've got another warehouse.
Okay.
And then we're looking at land out in Currumbin Valley.
Yeah.
For like an overflow, or maybe we hold the stock there and then just bring up. But there is no plan. And as you know, that's how we roll. It's like...
well, it's the only way.
We just scramble and then it's like something will turn up. That's what Jace always thinks. But we definitely need to get a bigger space.
100%.
Because, it's just everyone's kind of working on top of each other and it's just a bit hectic. So
absolutely. And I also think like we had an issue with Kaarme about 6 or 8 months ago.
Because you moved twice. Have you got this beautiful spot and then you were there not that long and then you had to get bigger? Well,
we just kind of got this little I was so scared because I was like, what if it doesn't continue? It's a lot of money and I had never had a commercial lease before. I was like, oh my God. But then within like maybe just under 6 months, things were going to the wrong places. We were all packing cramped on each other. There was no system.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And I think that the not taking the action and doing the scary thing like the bigger place or the warehouse, whatever, it costs you more money because it's no one's fault. We had like necklaces stacked on necklaces and it was just a fuckery trying to get everything out with volume. So now we went around the corner and we're in something double the size, but kind of the same thing. We probably need something a little bit bigger, but jewelry's so much smaller.
Oh, how good is that to store?
Whereas fashion is insane.
Just thank God we're not in shoes.
Literally, imagine.
Yeah, all that kind of finance side, Jace deals with that, so they don't, because I get nervous like but I guess you are you.
Yes.
Me and Jace are a team, so I've got him to take charge with, but Jace, I remember when we got the first warehouse, Lisa and Jace didn't tell me because they knew I would be panicking, like because we were in that. Remember we call it the crackdown. Yeah, no, the crackdown, the house.
Oh my God, yes.
We had the containers turning up, and then we got a container at the back, and then that got filled up, and then the kids' rooms, and then we're like, Lisa and Jace had a secret meeting and they went and looked at somewhere, didn't tell me.
God.
And then they finally told me and I panicked as I do because it's scary.
Oh my God, it's terrifying.
I hate change. I just like things the same. I don't like electronic things. I like letters coming to my mailbox. You know, I don't want
going to the post office paying your electricity.
I don't want it. I don't want to change because it's comfortable.
It's also like I think what people, and this is what I think the illusion, right? I can imagine a lot of people look at what you've built with Jace and being like, oh, someone helped them or someone gave them this advice or whatever. The reality is that, yes, Jace comes from a background of fashion and he's done it in some capacity, but not to this capacity.
Yeah, no.
And not to the level of growth that you've had. And I think, where do you go from that? You're one of the biggest fashion brands in Australia. There's not much more.
Surely, I feel
you definitely are. You 100% are. She's being humble. She's like, no, we're not. I'm like, fuck off, bitch.
In my head, I still get excited at the Pines when I see like someone wearing it. I'm like, oh my God. Like this morning I went for a power walk and this girl was skating past with a Brenda tee on and I was like, oh my God, it's the Brenda.
Oh, I don't go anywhere and not see it.
Oh, well, that's like you and your necklaces.
Oh, but I know, but Sabbi, Sabbi is insane. It's insane.
Thank you.
I want to touch on what you think like has been your biggest thing you've had to get through yourself to be able to grow this brand. Like what's something that you've been like, all right, I need to work through this or I need to be able to manage for me to be able to grow it?
I think what's happening now, to be honest, and I'm not cut out for this job. I always say like we've had to get a HR team on because we've got too many people.
Yeah. Because how many staff do you have?
I think we've got 24 now. So it's just there's a lot of people to manage and there's like, you know
lots
all
of emotions, personalities, lots of girls.
Yeah.
Yes.
And just like contracts and I got no idea about any of that. But more so for me is I've said to them, they're like, what would you like to do? I'm like, just put me in the packing room where I don't have to like, you know, be the boss or like I hate telling people what to do. I'm not cut out for this. I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah.
I just don't like being a manager.
Yeah.
But it's like now I've got to put my big girl pants on and I'm just now trying to and it's scary and it's awkward and it's uncomfortable and it's really it doesn't sit well with me. But it's like not everyone can be your friend and that's where the girls were like, you can't hire anymore, Ash, because you're like, oh, you like dogs. You should work for Sabbi. And I just hire people based on their personality rather than like what their strengths are.
Yes, and who they are.
And and in just giving direction and just like saying what I don't like and what you accept and all of that stuff. So that is really hard for me.
Are you and Jay still the managers or have you been able to build out a manager, like a staff, like manager below you?
Well, this is another reason why I've got a HR team going through it now, but it's kind of me and Jace and then there's like a warehouse team leader manager sort of and then Lisa's kind of like the office manager.
Yes.
But she's also runs wholesale.
Yeah.
So it's
not a lot of infrastructure for a team of 20-something.
We definitely need to get a structure in place and all of that stuff.
And you actually just need to. Like I think what I've gone through is I've just kind of been like, I will give you the best work environment and you do. You know, like we have snacks. You do coffee every day. Yeah. Like I was literally just speaking to Neve and what she was saying and I was like, I don't even do that. But like, you know, and it's not about that, but we create a really good work environment and we cost money and we do our absolute best. And I think when you can't please everyone, it's kind of like, all right, well, it doesn't matter how many ways you do this or if I try to shove this in a triangle that much, we're never going to be able to please everyone. And accepting that's really difficult. And I definitely feel that.
Yeah, it is. I was going to say something and I just forgot. It was a good point.
Every time I interview a founder on here, we forget something and I'm like it's the entrepreneurial brain, honestly.
So I was like, I've got so many things to say about that now it's gone.
But it's difficult. It is, oh God, it's so hard.
Yeah, I hate being a boss. I absolutely hate it.
I really don't like it either.
Jace is good and like it, you know, he can have a joke, but then he can say, you know, put his manager pants on or his like big boy pants and I just struggle with that. I send an email or something and then I get anxiety and then I don't want to check my text.
Same.
It's just like awful. It's the worst feeling. It's like I just want everyone to be friends and like please everyone, hard. But you can't. Oh, this is what I was going to say.
Yes.
I've worked in some shit places and you've probably had shit bosses.
Absolutely.
And so the one job in particular that I always think of and I think I don't want to be like that person was to me and feel like that person made the team feel. Yeah. So that when I think about how I act as a boss, I think of that person and
Yeah.
try not to be like that.
Oh, same. And it's really funny. I spoke about hiring a few weeks ago, and obviously people work a bit more closely with me because we're so much smaller. But I just wrote down, I got so sick of hiring, and then because I've got a big personality and I'm quite loud and I can be quite abrupt. I don't mean it. It's just the way I am.
Yeah.
I wrote down all of my worst traits, impatient, says the word slut, swears like a chimney.
Sounds like if you fit right in at Sabbi.
Yeah, but I literally just wrote them all down, and then every interview I'm like, okay, this is me. I'm impatient. I can be a bit moody. If I'm stressed, I go inwards. These are all my worst traits, and if you feel like you can work with that, go forth. Yeah. But I was I just don't want to feel like I'm always hiring, and then I feel like I'm terrified of making a bad move when we're just human.
Exactly.
And I'm not perfect, and I saved lives for a living in ED and had 10 times worse bosses and work conditions. So it's just I don't want to spend my whole career building what I'm building to then just be on the back foot and scared that I'm always going to upset someone, because it's really just not fair.
And it's also your business and your dream, and you don't want to feel like you can't say how you feel because you don't want to hurt their feelings, but then you're not getting what you want.
Yeah,
that's my biggest issue. I know.
You need to. I think staffing's a whole kettle of fish, but I think is a communal. Any time that you catch up with a founder, it's the same conversation.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who you are.
No.
Which I think makes you feel a bit less alone.
Yeah, I know. It's definitely good to hear.
Yeah. I want to talk about supply demand, because when I worked for you, that was when you were having that major growth where no matter how much you ordered, it didn't matter.
No.
And you had people be like, why didn't you order enough? And you're like, well, we've tripled what we ordered last. You were in that thing. Have you been able to manage that? How's that journey been?
People thought, well, it was good as a brand starting out.
Absolutely.
But then you would have seen the inboxes. Then they get frustrated, so angry at you, and it's but we are trying. And then so you'd have a good launch, but then you'd be straight away. I'd be upset because everyone's upset at you, and it's well, I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying my hardest here. We got to put money in to this as well. We're taking a chance. We don't know. It's also
the hardest thing financially. People really don't realize that what you've just earned goes straight back in the whole thing, because it's triple the stock you need to buy next time.
And it's also what if it doesn't sell? Maybe that tea sold last time, but what if I triple this and then no one buys it?
Yeah, which happens.
It's a gamble. But also the return rate was amazing, but then the new customers, you know how you see that new customers on Shopify, it's zero, because people come to your website and they're like, well, nothing's there.
You got ads on to nothing.
Yeah. We couldn't even put ads on, I don't think, at that stage. So we weren't, it looked like we were doing really well, but we couldn't grow. So then we had to really up the stocks because we want stuff left there so we can get, America when they wake up, so we can get new customers. So it took ages and ages to get that, and sometimes we still don't have it right, but it's just I think if you don't get it right and it sells out, that's sometimes a good thing. But
absolutely.
I just think that people want sellouts, but it's also good to have stock to get new customers, and I had to get my head around that.
Yeah, I think it takes a while, and I also think as much as selling out is a great thing, it's a ceiling for your brand. I think people think you do it on purpose, and it's why would I want to do that on purpose? It means that I can make less revenue and I can't build. I don't want to do that at all.
Yeah.
So I think it's been amazing. And I can only fathom the amount of growth in terms of ordering that you've had to expand on.
Yeah.
No wonder, because you're in a million different warehouses. But how did you find that sweet spot? Because obviously you're still growing so much. So are you just finding that some things now they still have those sellouts and some things kind of stay?
Yeah. So, but another thing we're trying to do is we're trying to do things like accessories and
I saw your
different
phone cases.
Yeah, phone cases. Got one in the bag there.
Incredible.
But also just different styles rather than just T-shirts, because I love fashion. So I want to do some, some stuff that me and Jace are super interested in, streetwear. So it's shirts and maybe jorts and just stuff that's not just a baggy tee, that's an easy sell. And so now we're doing that stuff, and we're kind of testing the market. And then when people like it, then that's when you can order big. But some stuff is just that it's going to be good. I thought that Be Happy collection would go off, and it did go off. So it's just it's just testing, trial and error. But then it's also, if you want to expand, then you got to do denim, you got to do hats, you got to do you got to you guys, you
got to offer something.
You got to do earrings, you got to do just offer other things if you want to grow.
It's also so fun that you, like, I think when you start off growing, you grow for something, right? You grew for your shirts, you grew for all your slogan tees, and how fun now that you can kind of like dibble dabble in like
it is.
your fashion, your brand can evolve with you and your fashion.
Yes.
And I think seeing you expand into the US recently has been super exciting, and that's a whole different fashion sense as well. So I think like it's like a really exciting place to be.
It is. And you know what's exciting is that you can do, there's always summer somewhere. So
Absolutely.
if there's stuff that, like, say you've got leftover jumpers here, you know that in a few months that, like, you've just got all seasons to work with. That's what we like. Yeah, it is. And the surprising one for us is the Netherlands is going off for us.
Popping off in the Netherlands.
It's like, what's going on over in the
Netherlands?
Netherlands?
One-way trip. We need to go to the Netherlands.
I'd love to go to the Netherlands.
Imagine being in town centre.
Oh, it'd be
just
insane.
walking
Or
around.
doing Christmas there, I reckon, would be absolutely insane.
Insane. White Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, dreams.
Wouldn't it be?
Or in New York, I don't know which would be better.
I want to go ice skating in New York.
Yeah.
Is it Times Square or somewhere that freezes?
All I'm picturing is Jason is ice skates. I'm sorry. That's all I'm picturing.
He would break his back. He would slip a disc and it would be ruined for me. And I'd be like, Jace, this is my dream.
Get up.
Get up.
I want to talk about expansion overseas and all that kind of stuff. Where did you start? Was it just people reached? Because I know you get a lot of, I think this is another misconception. I know you get a lot of inward reach out from influencers, from people, like they come to you, they want to get product. But was it mainly inward? Did you reach out? Do you have a PR agency? No. She's like, no.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
DIY.
No, I guess I can't even think of what. It was a lot of Western people that started reaching out to us.
It's like the Utah, the Mormon mum.
Oh my God, when she slid in.
What's her name?
Miranda.
Miranda and her husband. I'm kind of here for Chase. I think he's a shit stirrer, but I actually find him funny.
I think he does it on purpose.
He does. He just rage baits.
He is.
Yeah, I'm like, go off, King.
I think he's quite charming too, and he sends a lot of voice notes, and the girls in the office are like, oh my God.
Phenomenal.
Oh, and there's this one girl that's really obsessed with him, Bree, and when he says her name, he's just like, Bree, and she's just like.
She just melts.
Instantly moist. But she slid in. I was like driving, Jace was driving, I looked at her, I was like, oh my God, it's fucking Miranda, because we were so into that show as well at the time. And she was just like, how do I get on your PR list? And I was like, bitch.
She's like, PR list?
PR list?
Who's doing a PR list?
You're it. So
I love that.
And then she wore that bomber and that just like, it's still everyone just chasing that. Can't keep that stocked up every time.
Did she even tag, or did people just put two and two together because your branding's so clear on your clothing?
She tagged. We didn't say you have to tag. No, I don't think she tagged at all. I think she wore it a few times and you could see the logo, and then I think she replied to someone's comment and wrote Sabbi the store.
Incredible.
Yeah. And
so great return.
Oh, honestly, that jacket and her, bloody crazy.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
And then that's when Chase got onto us.
Of course.
And
He's
then
like,
Mason.
Miranda, can you get me one of those, please?
Yeah, so it's like the Mormon family over there.
I love that.
Yeah.
And is that your plan moving forward, to expand more US, more
I'd love
worldwide?
To do more worldwide. Like, I don't know. I think it's just really cool. They style things differently. They wear things differently.
That's so cool.
Especially the US love our Western. So we've got a Western shoot in 2 weeks, but it's kind of a different Western shoot to what you're used to seeing. And I haven't got the email back, but there's this beautiful old lady model. Like her name's Heather, and she's super old. Like she's got this big grey. She's like an old lady. Like I reckon she'd have to be 80. But yeah,
oh my God.
I know. Just watch this space.
Okay, we'll be here. We'll be waiting for it.
It's very exciting.
I think it's so exciting, and I think there'd be, when I alluded to doing an interview with you, so many people had the same questions. It was manufacturing, factory. It was all the same things. I know that you have Billy, your king, who I feel like he's just gotten famous.
He loves
the girls
it.
love him.
Yeah, they do. He comes here and people stop him at the shops. Billy!
Billy! He's probably like, hey, girls.
He loves it. He loves it.
Oh, my God. So Jace and Billy have been longtime friends, haven't they?
Billy was a concierge at the hotel that Jace would stay at.
And that is such a Jace thing,
isn't it?
Oh, God.
So they just used to party together, and then Jace was in fashion buying for some other company, and I think they got screwed over on a deal, and then so Jace is like, let's just start something in China.
Yeah.
And he could write a book about the process of starting
he should.
like a a white Caucasian man starting a factory in China is it's really hard, especially back in that day and age. So they went through a lot of like hard times.
I bet red tape and
and people not wanting to work for a white man, and they had to pay extra to get their sewers and just everything. So it was really hard. So that's not like a thing I don't think that a lot of people do. So, but it's worked out for him. Like it's helped us.
Of course.
So it's just our stuff getting made there, and then his ex-partner's stuff or daughter's brand. Yeah, so that's still, so it's just the two of us. So which means you've got full control. You can rush things. You can, you don't have to go into a line, because usually you have to book it in with a factory, and
which
so it just means that we can like say like, oh, pink's in. All right, stop everything, get everything off the machines. Let's make pink T-shirts, and then you can have it here in like 4 weeks if you want it.
That's incredible.
Which I think has kind of helped us in the long run.
100. It's just when you speak, like, I think in general it's being able to be the amount of drops you do, the amount of sizing, the speed in which you can do it. Like, I think it's everything to how you've been able to grow.
It's been very, very lucky.
Yeah.
So I think that's a huge part of our success.
I'm over saying lucky.
Yeah, I know.
And privileged. I keep saying like I'm lucky or I'm privileged, and I'm like,
no,
actually,
it's been hard work.
Work hard.
There's been a lot of.
So now I just don't allow that. We're not lucky.
No, we're not lucky. We've worked
really
hard. You've seen the tears, haven't you?
100%. And I think like you deserve it. And I think at the end of the day, Jace, having that background, you still would have done it without the ability to have his factory. Like all of that is kind of, yes, it's an add-on. It makes it easier, but you still would have done it and you still would have achieved it.
I hope. I reckon we would have.
100%. With designing and everything like that, what's been your biggest learning?
Just do what you want to do.
Yes.
Because if we didn't and we listened to someone, we wouldn't have done oversized tees.
Amen.
Because people said, oh, they're too baggy. No one will buy those. Mm-hmm. And then we were like, oh, but that's what we like. Mm-hmm. And so I would say go with your gut. And doesn't matter if everyone's telling you no, but you are feeling a yes, just do it.
Yeah.
Because that's, I think, what sets you apart from everyone else. Mm-hmm. Baggy tees weren't a thing really when we started. And everyone was like, oh, they're too big.
Yeah.
And then people ended up loving them. And, you know, it's comfortable. You can wear an oversized tee and hide everything. You can wear it to the gym. You can wear it as a dress. You can, I don't know, it's just
perfect.
Easy to wear.
I also just love that though, because I think in a world where everyone's trying to fit into what someone else is doing and find a gap in the market that is their thing, it's if you just stay in your own fucking lane and like turn off your blinkers, that success is so much easier. And Laura the other day said something like, when you start looking around and you start merging into what other people are doing, you lose all sight of what you're doing. Like it all becomes
and
one.
You get confused, and then you're like, should I be doing this? And then maybe you won't do it because you think, oh no, that's not going to sell because everyone's doing this.
Yeah.
So I think that is definitely just stay in your own lane, focus on what you're doing, and just do you. Like trust your gut.
Yeah. I want to talk about cash flow.
Cash flow.
Fucking nightmare. I feel like with the level you've grown at, I mean, I can't even comprehend because obviously I'm lucky. I can launch a necklace and be like, I'll buy a few of those beads. If it works, great, I'll block buy them. If it doesn't work, I don't launch them, right? So it's easy because I don't have to fork out $100,000 for a collection.
Yeah.
How have you guys from the short period been able to manage that? I know that you took out credit cards to start the brand. Like I know that you went into major debt, but how have you figured it out? And when was the point where you kind of finally like got up to breathe?
Well, I guess for us, because we went pretty
so fast.
Yeah. Cash flow was never an issue, just that beginning, the initial part.
Yeah.
So it was trying to get enough money together to buy the stock and we had nothing. So Jay sold a boat and I think everyone knows all of that stuff. But after that, we have to buy all of our stock up front. We don't, buy a little bit at the start and then and then pay the rest later. So once we started and things just started selling and we were selling out and then we had the money there. So we've never kind of really had the cash flow issues that a lot of brands, I imagine, would have. It was just that initial starting point and then...
To get it up. Oh, my God, can I have that brand? I would like this brand. But I think that comes down to a
But then
multitude
it
of
is
things as
also
well.
the nerve-wracking part of because you can't buy 4 T-shirts. Do you know what I mean?
And you'd be buying thousands and thousands.
You got to. That's the I
Yeah.
think that's the more nerve-wracking part. Then taking everything you've earned and putting it straight back into something else, not knowing if it was going to sell.
Absolutely, it's
Because
terrifying.
it's like there's going to be a flop at some stage. There's going to be a flop.
Absolutely. I've had many.
Yeah.
I've been like, oh my God, I'm launching this necklace. And I'm like, okay, no one likes it.
Oh, I
Lol.
love it. I could buy all of your fucking. I've got at least
know.
4 or 5 of them.
I know, but I feel like because we have like
Similar
our brands are
tastes.
similar,
Yeah.
got similar tastes, like fashion and loud and maximalist. But some people are like, no, I don't like that. I'm like, oh, boring.
I saw a guy at the warehouse sale.
Oh my God, I've got the funniest story. When you messaged me that, I was like, who is
He had
wearing
long hair.
Yeah, I was like, who is wearing the Stevie shirt, the warehouse sale? And my staff member Georgie was like, oh, it's my partner. I was like, oh my God,
he
it
looks
makes
so
sense.
good.
Yeah, he has a sample. He got a little sample one with a hole in it. I was like, he can have that.
Oh, he
She's
looks.
like,
I was
my
like,
God.
oh, I love that on him. Isn't
Yeah.
it cool when you see, men
So
rocking
weird.
this stuff?
So weird.
Yeah.
I want to talk about, so I guess my tiny little experience I've got is this long sleeve tee that we just did at Kaarme. I did not realize how hard fashion was in
it's-
sizing, prints, color, fabric, and I'm unsure what crazy belief I had that it would just be super easy. That is really difficult to nail.
I guess it is, especially because the sizing of our teas are so different to the sizing of, a normal tea. And it's
Absolutely.
like everyone's extra small idea in their head is going to be different. So, and it doesn't matter how many bodies you put it on. Like I've got a long torso. I know I always say that, but I swear to God, the extra larges don't look as baggy on me as they do my best friend who they look like a dress. It's like, it is so hard with sizing.
So hard. And I think I didn't realize that. Like I'd always comment on brands and be like, why is this sizing so weird? And then I started sampling that shirt and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Why is it so difficult?
Yeah, because it is. But then I guess you would
crazy.
have so many different things that we wouldn't think about. But then I guess with neck size, is it just like...
Yeah, but we just offer a few sizes.
Yeah.
It's easy. We just do custom.
Yeah.
Pop your size in.
Yeah.
We'll make it to your size. It's all handcrafted, obviously, in-house, which is
Yeah, that's
pros
amazing,
and
though.
cons. But I'm like, it's so much different,
Yeah.
whereas fashion is really difficult.
It is.
It's insane.
I think some people do go in there thinking, oh, it's just T-shirts. You just, put a print on it and boom it. But it isn't. And then there's like shrinkage and prints coming off and like just things that you would never plan for.
Everything.
You don't imagine to happen, but then, things happen and it's a nightmare. Just when we think, oh, this launch is so smooth, it's like someone comes in my office and it's like, Ash, I just got to tell you something. We've got a plan for it though, but it's just like, fuck, we're launching this tomorrow and like this
Never
major.
ending.
I feel like, and I feel like I'm getting better at like dealing with it, but I just love to have a couple of launches, easy breezy, smooth.
breezy.
Like
That's what it's out all the
run-
time. I'm like, can we just have just 1 week?
Yeah.
Just
Nothing
one-
going
7
wrong.
days without an error.
Wouldn't it be good?
It would be crazy.
No complaints, nothing.
Okay, I want to chat about the potential, like what's on the horizon? Any retail, anything coming up? Have you even thought about that? I know you're doing a
Yes.
pop-up.
Yes.
I've got this like sneaky little thing I was speaking to Laura about as well. Like when a brand does a pop-up in their fashion, are they wanting to go into retail?
No way, ever. You'll never see me do that.
No, you don't want to do
Never,
it.
ever,
Just
ever
D2C.
in my whole life.
Okay, fair.
No. Do you know what? I was actually sitting in an accounting meeting and I hate numbers. I can't.
I'm shocked that you were even there, babe.
They made me go, and I remember the guy was chatting, and
Yeah.
he lost me at like 3 words in. I was looking at the tree in the back of him, just like pretending to look interested.
Yeah.
And that's when I thought of this kindness event. Like, so it was good that I went because then I had the idea. Let's do this pop up.
She could zone out and
I
think
could
about
zone-
something
I
different.
could think about this marketing. But yeah, I do have an idea that I was meant to tell the girls yesterday, but I can just tell it here. I don't know if it's going to happen.
This won't go live for 2 weeks, so it's finding out time to tell them.
No, it will take months to plan. But I was thinking after this pop-up, everyone was really excited that we might do a pop-up in like Sydney, Melbourne, Perth,
Yeah.
maybe Tasmania, who knows, but not with stuff that we have. Each city will have their exclusive range and it will just be like a 2-day pop-up event. But that was just, I have these ideas and everyone gets scared. And then
In the US, maybe. What about Utah?
I would
Just roll on into
love-
Utah. Get on the Mormon,
Oh.
the Mormon show.
I would love to.
Pitch it. Absolutely.
But yeah, that could you imagine?
Oh my God. I mean, you definitely need you have to be buying acres and acres and acres at this
I
rate.
always said I'd love to shoot in like Colorado, Utah, just because of those mountain drop
Yes.
that.
And it's just very you.
Say no more, say less.
Yeah. I think what people don't realize is your marketing brain as well. Even though I know that you went into Sabbi with a vision, like, and that was who you are, and that's what's kind of poured out. The way you speak about your mental health openly, the way, like, the whole purpose was to bring joy and kindness and everything to everyone. But I think you have such a good marketing brain. And I think as much as you go online and you're who you are, I think you're very, very, like, intelligent. And when you do things, I'm like, God, she's a good marketer.
Oh, see, I think that about you when I get your emails and stuff. I'm like, oh, God, she's good.
Oh, my God, stop. No, I'm like, I just feel like you're so good what you bring out, how you speak about it. There's so many things. And I think because you did marketing at all? No. No, but you obviously had your other brand before.
So, yeah, the dog lead brand.
Yeah. Have you had any strategic marketing in the entirety of Sabbi the store? Or has it just kind of been like you've gone off?
People say, oh, God, their marketing's good. I'm thinking, what marketing are they talking about? Like, it's me coming up with ideas that I don't even – it's funny we're actually talking about this because I was saying to the girls, like, oh, we need to hire someone that comes up with these ideas. I want someone that tells us, like, these campaign ideas. And then they're like, that is you. You know, you're explaining you. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what marketing is.
That is so you, though, for God's sake, honestly. Ash, I just can't. She's like, we need to hire someone for this. She's been doing it for 3 years. She's like, oh, my God.
Well, I actually enjoy that kind of stuff. I like thinking of things and, like...
And you're great at shoots. Like, you just have all that creative kind of vibe.
I love that stuff. Love that.
So
love writing stuff. Love words. That's, like, if I could do anything besides packing, I would do that.
Yeah. You have that depth, and I think you have such an emotional intelligence as well. And that's how people connect with the brand.
Well, someone once said to me, this is a good marketing tip, that people don't connect with if there was a brand or a person, they would much rather shop from a person 100%. Because you feel like you know them and you feel like, oh, well, I'll shop with Millie because I saw her, I know her face and she's got the dog and she's, you know, she's lovely. And so I think that's what I thought when we started it. I'll just show them the behind the scenes of what we're doing and meet the family and the team and the shit show and just go from there. And I guess people fell in love with that or they liked keeping up to date or I don't know what it is that people like.
I think it's connection. I really do. And I think if you think about your own spending habits, I'm so much more likely to buy from like a small business or someone who's like showing their face, showing the process and not probably a big conglomerate. And I've always kind of been like that, but I don't think you realize you're doing it when you're doing it authentically. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, I have built a brand like that.
Isn't that wild?
It is so crazy. I want to talk about diversity and showing your face online because that's the other side of this, right? I know. I think it's...
How do you go with that? You're a natural though. You're so good in front of the camera. You never seem phased or...
I'm still so scared
though.
I'm
sweating anything. Right now. Yeah. Like I'm always sweating. You can just talk to anyone.
Yeah, I definitely... The bigger it gets, the more fearful I get. I'm scared I'm going to say the wrong thing. I'm scared that somebody will take my personality wrong. Yeah. I'm scared and me and Jace connected a lot on this when I worked for you because, you know, we say things off the cuff randomly or like, you know, I don't even think sometimes. And then sometimes I think.
Dry sense of humour, sarcasm.
So dry. Yeah. Like if anyone came into the warehouse, they'd be like, HR issue. Yeah. But, you know, it's just like my personality. And I think I am at that stage now where I get a little bit more nervous for that.
Yeah.
We've like not really had to deal with anything crazy, but we've had like a few little things happen that have made me think like, no matter what you do, you're going to fail. Like no matter, well, not fail, but you're going to feel like you fail because you can't please everyone.
And we're human and we do make mistakes as well. Like we do accidentally say things or we do.
Literally.
You know what I mean? So, and I think that's okay.
100% okay.
But I just think the way the world is and the way social media is and people love to pile on and hate gets likes and I think that is a huge thing. And the thing I've always struggled with understanding since doing this business is we get people threatened like, oh, if you don't do this with my return, I'm going to go to TikTok or something. And it's like, I would never think to do that. I would just email in and tell them your problem. The brand will probably email back and say, no worries, I'll replace that or whatever. But I just think it's such a different age that we're living in now, and things have changed.
And I think I still get shocked. Like, me and Kat did a podcast and we were talking about how, like, I think our customer service is like pretty fucking solid.
Yes.
Like, I will pretty much do anything, but some things you just can't.
No.
I can't do
You have to put your foot down somewhere.
Exactly. And no matter who or where you put your foot down, they're the responses you get. And I think
and then you think about them.
And then
because
you think
you're
about
a people
it, and
pleaser,
it causes me more stress than to just do the thing.
Yeah.
But you know what I've started doing in my replies? I go back to them now and I say, because I feel railroaded and fearful by this email, I'm going to do what you want. But not because I want to do what you want or because I think it's right, but you threatening me keeps me awake at night. So I'd just rather do what you want and give in.
So you let them know that. And what do they respond back with?
They normally come back and say, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to come off harsh and blah, 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 just leave it, it's all good. And I'm like, no, you've pushed it to the point now, so I will just do what you want. But it's only because I don't have the capacity. Like, I'm trying to live a life as well and be a normal human. And B, it's just like, I'd rather just do what you want than have you like threaten me or threaten to go online, because the stress that's going to cause me is so much worse than just like doing what you want.
Give them a new one or whatever it is they want.
It's like I find it hard as a business owner because I think I've never done that.
No.
Or I would never even think about it. And then I'm like, well, how the fuck are people doing it?
Honestly, I don't know. We get shocked as well at some of the things that
it's shocking
we get. And I just think, imagine emailing people this way.
Oh.
Like, I always try to be so polite and like just checking, like, do you know what I mean? Because,
understanding.
Yeah, well, there's a person at the end and they're trying their best. They don't want to piss you off. Like, they're trying their best.
And like, they're just doing their job.
Yeah, exactly.
So just chill.
Yeah. And I could just go
same. And it is something that I say this to Kat, I think, whoa, like I've never had like that level of like, do I still show up online? Should I be fearful of that? Like I do am at a stage where I'm kind of like, you've got to just kind of like go gung ho, stick to who you are. And like, if something happens, it happens and you apologize, whatever. But I can't not show up online because that's my brand.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know? But it is really scary.
It is scary. But Jace always says, like, just do it. Put yourself out there, because the lives you're probably changing, it's much more important than, the Karen that's abusing you about something.
Yeah.
And then I was listening to Lucy Jackson talk on one of her podcasts, and she said, like, these people that are spreading hate or piling on or whatever, it's like, I challenge you to start a business and do please everyone, do everything right, not fuck up, like nail everything and keep it all together. Like, I challenge you to do that.
Yeah.
It is fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's hard work. It's stressful and we're human. So.
And the stress is like immense. And that's what I don't think people realize. Like, it is immense stress.
Yeah. And it's constant.
And I just do think that. And I think, obviously, everyone goes through it, but you've continued to show up every time and there's never been any different. And I think I really do applaud you with that, with resilience. I think a lot of people would be like, oh, I'm just going to hire a content person to be the face of it, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. And I think the fact that you've just stayed firm to who you are with a mammoth brand is insane.
Trust me, behind the scenes,
Crumbling.
Jace is not. He's, cool as a fucking cucumber. It has not affected his life at all.
Yeah.
But me, I've wanted to run away, shut it down. And then it's like you get the messages of these people.
How obsessed. And like, look at your warehouse sale on the weekend. Like,
even there, like the stories they were telling us of like their journeys that they've been on and like, it's just like, well, these are the people we're doing it for. So like, fuck those assholes. And their
brand has changed lives.
Yeah. So we just got to remember that's the people we're doing it for. And you can't please everyone. There's always going to be someone that you annoy. You that's just the way it is. So it just comes with the territory. And I remember when we went through the first crisis, Lucy reached out. Another shout out to Lucy.
She's a good woman. We'll tag her. Lucy Jackson. I saw her last night.
A bloody legend. And she's like, oh, don't worry, the first crisis is always the hardest, so you'll live through it, and that's always the toughest. I was like, fuck me dead. Yeah. I don't want to do this again, but honestly.
But it's true.
It is.
Yeah.
Because then you go through them again and you do realise it's just, it feels like the whole world is watching you and it feels so big and heavy. But if you see anyone else going through a crisis, it's like you're not thinking about them all day. You know, you might see a video and scroll past, but in that moment it feels so fucking big and it feels like your life is over, but it's not. It's people move on.
100%. And that's what I try to do now. It's really funny actually, because obviously you witness it and you see it, but then in 2 days later I couldn't care less. Like the social cycle is so fast, but also everyone's very self-obsessed and they've got their own things going on. So when I see it happen to another brand now, I think one day that will be me and I'll have that experience.
And remember those words. The first one is the worst.
I'll be calling out.
Yeah, no, trust me.
I'm done.
Do you know I've had at least 5 brands contact me through crises, and I'm like, girlfriend, turn your phones off. Yeah. Switch off. Give it a week. Else. It'll blow over and they'll be on to the next person piling on. So it
always does.
Call me straight away. I've got my pep talk ready for you.
Don't worry, I'll be there. I'll be like, get me some mum champagne.
And I'll be getting you the chilled reds.
Yeah, chilled reds.
No cheap shit.
No. I want to talk about content. I just can't comprehend that you've literally built what you've built with the small team that you have in your content. You've always been the face of your brand. Like, which I'm not shocked at, but I think now having Kaarme, the amount of content we put out, it's impossible. I know you have your content queen that helps and you have all your girlies and you do all your size videos and everything that you do, which is amazing. But I would say in terms of content, you and Jace are it. You're the face of that brand.
Oh, I feel like...
How the fuck do you do that?
Oh, we just have to find time. But I love filming Jace, especially. He is just he's like a ray of sunshine on the screen, I feel. So
oh my God, he 100%.
I feel like people get sick of my face. So it's like I want all the Jace content I can get, but lately it's been so freaking busy that Jace has been hardly painting. It's just been a lot. So we've missed out on the Jace, but I honestly get so excited about that and doing stuff with Jace because he is just the best. But I don't know. I think people just like us because we remind them of their mum and dad or something, like an old bickering mum and dad. And
you do.
I don't know what it is that people like
but
about
it just baffles me. I think in 2026, everyone's like content. Like everything that you hear of is like you need more. And I think your brand would run with no content.
Do you reckon? Like how?
Well, I think like very minimal. Like what you put out is very simple.
Yeah. Oh,
it's
because
not.
I don't have the time
exactly.
though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I want to do cool videos, but I actually have intentions to do them. And then I'm like, fuck it, we've run out of time. The kids come home early, whatever. Yeah. Jace, whack this on, get here. The place looks like shit. Let's just film it. And then I think maybe that has worked for us.
It's worked. Because do you have one content queen? Is she part-time, casual?
She's what's it called? Like when you don't work for...
Contractor.
Yes. So she just comes and goes as she pleases.
Amazing.
And so she does, well, since that crisis, the TikTok, because that world is a scary...
TikTok's a very scary world.
I don't like to... Remember, I didn't like...
She never liked it from the beginning. No. She was like, I don't like this world. I was like, I know, it's quite full on.
It is scary.
Yeah, it's because there's so many bots and trolls on there.
Oh, it just is like... I like open it with one eye sometimes because it's just a confronting place.
Yeah, it's scary.
It's like a mean world.
It is a mean world. So she does your TikTok.
Yeah.
All your sizing and like her styling and things like that.
Yeah.
And then you do full Instagram.
Yeah.
That, like, honestly, that's so insane.
But I feel like people on the Instagram, well, I don't know, but in my head, I feel like they just want to see us doing normal shit.
They do. Your unboxing of your samples, I think, is like...
Oh, they love that.
100. Because you get so many samples at once as well.
Yes. I've actually got 2
whether
boxes.
It's like you're in Perth with your mum.
Oh,
like,
they love mum.
Whatever that is, I think that is the thing. They come along for the full journey. Your customers.
It's the full family. You're getting everyone. You get the dogs, the cats, like Grandma Sabbi. The cats. People love the cats.
Because at the warehouse sale on the weekend, I was just listening. I was just like absorbing and listening, and everyone was like, okay, we want this. Like they knew exactly what they were coming for. They had their 20-litre bags. I've never seen... I didn't even bring a bag. I actually didn't even think about it. They had their 20-litre bags and the girls were fucking on.
Or did you see some poor husbands with like the porter husbands?
Why did you bring them?
Well, one guy was there without his wife. He lined up, did it all for her. She was on the phone telling him what she wanted.
Where do we find him?
Oh, where do we find? He's a unicorn.
Truly. And they were just standing there and I thought, these motherfuckers. Like they had the bag in one and they were, and then she was like, hold on, no, I'm going to change this for this. And it was even so sweet. Some girls would be like, over here is so-and-so and then over here is so-and-so. And like they were helping each other out. And I just thought like, this is like what you have been able to build in terms of customers, I think is really unique because everyone feels like you've not even got a Facebook like community group.
No, well,
You've got a broadcast channel.
I don't know the difference.
Well, like, you know how like I've got a Facebook group and like Lullaby Club have got Facebook groups where they build?
Isn't that the same thing? I got no idea. See,
you have your Instagram broadcast, I think. That's
where no. What's that group on Facebook that we didn't start, but another person started?
Oh, yeah, your fan one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I mean, like you, as a brand, you haven't even had to build one, bro. It's just, they built it for you. They built their own like Sabbi fan and then they've got their own buy, swap and sell.
But they're just the most beautiful, like the Sabbi community is so
incredible.
Like they have helped me more than they would ever realize. Like,
of course.
I feel like we're all helping each other. Well, they're helping. Like I read the stories on there and I don't know. I just see things like they do things for each other. They don't even know each other. And I'm just like, wow. And then best friends have been made through this. Mm-hmm. It's just, that is the coolest part. I reckon.
It's amazing. And I just find that baffling. So I think I love marketing and I could speak about business all day, but everything you learn, I look at your brand and it kind of doesn't apply. And I know that sounds crazy, but it literally, to me, I'm like, how? So what? They've never done that. They've never really done anything to like have to build that. You don't have to put a lot of curated content up. You post your sample unboxings. You make it's your product and you, and that is a unicorn brand.
See, now you put it like that and I'm quite shocked. I'm like, wow, that is pretty cool. You think of what you've built? We must have just come at the right time. I got no idea how we did that.
I think it's just like, I call it like a magical unicorn. Like it's who you are, what you bring and like what you've been able to build. And I do think about it all the time. And I think, what the fuck? Because I think about like what we have to do. We've got a Facebook group. We've got like a full-time content girl. And like even that stresses me out. I think Ash and Jace just out here cowboys still.
Just do it.
I know.
Just do the bare minimum. Just try it.
Just do the bare minimum.
No, but just like, I actually love your content. Yours is one of the ones that I actually enjoy watching besides the squishy reveals. But yours are always, I don't know, captivating yeah, I feel like you seem like a real person as well. Like you've got that. We're friends. Yeah, exactly.
We're the same person.
That's why I'm here.
Okay, let's finish on. I want you to tell me and the queens. Actually, firstly, what's 2 pieces of business advice? Do you have like a recommendation, software? I think that's probably something that you don't have. But like, is there anything 2 business things that you use to be a founder that you recommend?
Jace is the business head. You've got me here, who's not the business head. But let me just think. Well, Shopify, obviously. But we use we've got a warehousing system because now we've we didn't for so long, and the guys came in. We got them in Indigo 8. That's what it's called.
Indigo 8.
And they're like, "What the fuck?"
So do they come and they set up all your
they help
barcoding
set
and
it
everything?
Up. Well, it's all kind of different depending on what you are. But they were like, "What the fuck? How are you still doing like printing out your orders and like walking around?" And it's still not really.
Remember you used to pick them all.
Yeah, you would be surprised that it's not that long that we're not doing that. Like we changed it very late. That's why they came in and they're like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? How have you been going?" Mm-hmm. So that has helped a lot. But
can you give us a ballpark figure of what that costs to build that out into a business?
To use the program?
Well, just in general for them to come in. Like,
I think it's a retainer each month, so it's the same each month. And I think in my head, I'm going to say a number, but I don't know if it's exactly it. But I think it's like $4,000 a month.
Right.
But that's
I mean, it's not the worst, but it's still lots of money.
But you would only use that if you were like, you know, you had lots of
doing the amount of orders
and the amount of orders and all of that stuff. Like a small, you know, business that
would do less.
No, you would not go to Indigo 8.
Yes.
So I guess like we're not very good at tech. Every person that comes in goes, "Oh my God," like the computer guys just came in and said, "We don't know how you're running this with and who set this up." Like we're
no
from
content, girl.
You're
no
from
tech.
the ancient times.
Yeah, you are.
We are. When I say we're a shit show, we're a fucking shit show. We've got internets trying to go from this internet to that. We're gradually now like we're
getting
trying to be systems and procedures and like you know it's contracts and
all the thing.
all work cover, all that
work
stuff.
cover on. I was like, what do we need work cover for?
That's what I said. We just had a lady break her ankle.
No.
Yeah, it was all good. She's fine.
Oh my God.
Now, and it was an accident, but like
No,
you
she's
need
in there. Break your ankle.
you need work cover.
I know. I was like, what the hell? Okay, actually, that's really good recommendation though. Like Indigo A, I've never heard anyone speak about that.
No,
So
that's
amazing.
when you get to warehousing. That was the one that I think most, like, you know, Kavari, all those bigger, well-known brands, they
use that and recommend it. I think maybe I know a few people that use that too. And in terms of growth, what would be your 2 biggest tips?
I would say, well, be real. Like, don't try be someone that you're not. It's like, I can't come in here and pretend I'm a classy woman that knows what I'm talking about, because I don't.
Yeah.
Just be you, like whether that's, you know, hot mess, or if it's like a put together person, like just be you, because if you're not you, I feel like people won't buy into, you know, you're like a used car salesman. People like sharky and just
can sniff it out.
Yeah. So I think just being you and just following your gut.
Yeah.
Because if you're not passionate about it, then you're not going to go that extra mile. You're not going to get up at 3 a.m. to try do the returns, to fit in the emails, to do it all. So, but also another thing is just start. Like, you're never going to feel ready. It's never going to feel like your ducks are aligned. You just got to start and just fucking, you know, make it happen.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't have to be pretty. Like, we're like proof that you don't have to have procedures and systems.
No, they've only just gotten a bloody packing system.
Exactly.
I can't even get over that.
Yeah, I know. It's wild.
That is insane. Well, it's been so amazing having you on.
It's been so nice coming.
I know. And you know what? Like, you are just such an inspiration. I think not only what you've built, like the woman you are. So I think you should be so proud. Like, when I was at the warehouse and selling the weekend, I thought,
do you know what? My heart lit up when I saw you there. I was like, oh, she came.
Yes, of course. I was like, I need to get my Sabbi. But I do. I just think like what you've both built together and who you are. And I think how much you offer the community as well. Like, when you go to China and you post all your behind the scenes and you talk about it in your prints, and I think you've really built something that matters and has longevity and is a legacy brand.
Yeah.
And I think even though it's a unicorn brand, like I said, I'm unsure how you've done it with the systems
you've
got.
Don't worry, we are very unsure too.
But it's incredible, and I think it just shows so many other founders that if you do it the way you want to do it and stick to your lane, you can have that.
Yes. Can I just say one more thing?
Yes.
You don't need a 5-year fucking plan. Because don't you remember when people would say you're going to start your business? Okay, do your business plan. I always used to think, well, fuck that. I'm never going to do.
What business plan,
What business plan? Just start. That's your business plan. Just start. Done.
Business plan is draw my picture.
Yeah.
And if I had a 5-year business plan 3 years ago, I don't even know, it would never even happen.
Yeah, exactly. So
no one plans for the errors and the big growth and none of that.
No, I just think that's all just.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my God, excited. Okay, well, we're going to see about the pop-ups.
Pop-ups?
If they happen.
Yes, loyalty program.
And this weekend. So obviously this will be posted after, but you are doing a pop-up.
Yeah, we are doing a pop-up. It's like a kindness event. So there's...
Also, is there enough room? When I heard it was Dust Temple, I thought that
would be like 50 people. But then Nev
but
put...
when the...
Because I just have this thing where I just think, why would people come? I don't know.
Guys, I'm gonna strangle her after this.
But we sold 5. It's free. But Nev put 500 tickets thinking that they wouldn't, you know.
Yeah.
But then 500 have gone and people are... you don't need a ticket. You can just come. But like, it was just to try... get an idea.
Imagine Dust Temple.
Oh, I'm hoping it's not like the warehouse sale. People keep emailing saying...
I think it'll be pretty close.
Don't...
I think it'll be pretty close.
Yeah, well, it's just...
Are you going to have all your stuff outside? Like, what is the actual setup? Look at me. I'm like, we're finishing, but we're restarting.
4 racks.
4? Oh, my God.
I know. This is what I mean.
Oh, my God.
For 50 people, I was thinking, like, 4 racks to touch and feel and try on. And then, like...
You're joking.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's all right. Neve's going to have it planned.
She's got it.
I know she's going to have it planned. It's going to be fine.
I know.
With their 4 racks, everyone.
It's going to be fine. We'll make it work.
You crack me up. I'm going to get a voice note off her after this and
will.
put it on the end, and it'll be like,
how it went.
Oh my God, yeah. So actually, the police rocked up because it was so busy, and we had 4 racks.
Down, caught on fire.
There were fights. There were fights breaking out with their Sabbi. Who got it?
Trying to get on the 4 racks.
You kill me. But it was such a pleasure. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much, Millie.
No, and I appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate you.
You're the best.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
See ya.